Hi guys, Dr. Kristen Kinsevich here with Evangel University. I'm here to give you some more grad counseling program tips, and one of them actually is a great idea for just interviewing for jobs and life in general. And that's really noticing red flags. So when you're in an application process and an interview process, you should be paying attention to how organized does it feel? Am I, being helped along the way? Do I get communication? And also in an interview process, does it seem organized? Are the faculty involved in an interview process? Maybe we should back up and ask, is there an interview process? And then think about the questions that are asked, the flow of the interview. Does it seem like they have a plan? They have intentionality? And you also have a chance to get your questions answered as well, that there's engagement and a conversational nature there. I've been in job interviews where it was clearly disorganized, and the people didn't even really have a plan for what interview questions they were going to ask me. Now imagine a graduate counseling program you're applying for and everything seems chaotic and disorganized and no one's really in charge and you get passed around to a bunch of different people and no one can answer your questions. That's, first of all, really frustrating, but also it's really indicative of what your student experience is going to be like. So don't overlook that. Pay attention. Here at Evangel University, first of all, we're in a process right now of updating some of our systems. So there are some older systems that have been frustrating to students. And as a university, we are replacing those systems over the next year. So that's a really exciting step. Secondly, we have a core faculty who works with the admissions office to oversee the entire process of admissions. In addition to that, we have two faculty members that participate in the interview process, which is a scripted process. So we get, every single student gets the same opportunity in the interview. And we hope that that reflects the fact that we have a plan, we're organized throughout our program, and, that we have thought through what kind of student we're looking for. Imagine if you are applying to a program and they don't require an interview and you don't meet the faculty ahead of time. First of all, you're probably not getting all your questions answered. And second of all, it probably means they don't really have a selective process. So who else might be in your classes, and are they appropriate for the counseling field? Are they someone that, has met certain standards? So really check out the admissions requirements as well. At Evangel University, we require a 3.0 GPA for your undergrad in order to apply. If you missed that mark, we know life happens sometimes in undergrad. Maybe that was a long time ago. You do have an opportunity to take the GRE instead. We don't normally require the GRE for our application, but if you need to overcome that GPA hurdle, you can get a 290 on the GRE instead. And we also look at recommendations. We have you write a purpose statement, answer a bunch of questions. And so all of that gives us information. Oh, and an APA writing sample, I forgot about that. Those things help us determine who is appropriate for an interview. And then we have a separate rubric for our interview process. And so there's quite a process, which means that our students who are in our program are intentionally there. When you're in our program, you absolutely deserve to be there, need to be there, you're in the right place. And frankly, imposter syndrome can be real sometimes when you're learning counseling skills, you're doing new things for the first time. And so it's really important to feel confident that if you've been accepted through a process that has organization and clarity to it, that you've earned it and you absolutely are in the right spot. So I hope that helps. I hope you check out Evangel University's counseling programs that are linked in the notes below.